welcome. We're back to our stream of the Elemental Evil campaign.
Let me play something for you.
Real quick, we will check our professions. They're all done.
Yes, Crocker. You have beautiful plumage. Yes, Crocker. You have beautiful plumage.
Music gives life meaning.
this elemental campaign because they said it a long time ago. Hey, Sham.
I have you now.
Yes, I streamed the rest of Earth and Fire this morning, and now I'm done the first part of the air. This is the second part of the air.
That is actually the end of the first area.
Mm-hmm. Whatever, leave me alone. I'm just trying to get over here to my little thing. Yes, this is heroic. There you go. What's up? Won the first match. Lost the second match. Both were Himmelsdorf standard. Yes, so that kind of, you know, we weren't really, yeah, but all of our strategies were for encounter. I mean, the first game we only had 6, they had 4. We had 7 to play, but the first match, one of them didn't load in. Oh, one of our replacements. But then, well, see, Yeti's gold ran out, so we had to find a replacement for him at the last minute. And yeah. I mean, I know you can play tanks regularly without it, but you can't play tournaments. And
I can't wait to be on the road again.
his gold ran out. Which kind of hurt.
Stop the elemental evil.
But you know, we got Storm in at the last second, but he didn't load in the first game. And
The
in the
war
second
rages
game,
on. Arisi has
we lost
responded
Trigger.
to our attacks on the Kenku. She has summoned air archons from the elemental plane
So
of
we
air to do her bidding in Windcall Temple. We need you
He
to strike
logged
at these
out
air
completely.
archons and see what else she's
Did not
summoned.
get back in.
The howling hatred calls to the elemental
And their
plane
team
of
was full.
air, forcing the elementals who dwell there to come to our world. They are then bound by magic into service to the cult
So it
by
was,
the Sky Seer warlocks.
Kind of hurt.
Let me play something for you.
So do I. Way too much map to discover. I mean, if it was like mines, okay, but you know, Himmelsdorf. There's too many. There's in both maps were Himmelsdorf. We didn't change maps, so. It was a good one for encounter. We were set up for encounter, not standard. Yeah, I mean, we did the second group. We hit the second game was CDR or CSR. One of the better known clans. One I see a lot, and they had their stuff. Not really. I mean, it took us out pretty. I mean, not being an encounter, 2 batches, just not enough firepower. They were running. No, but we didn't know. We didn't bother looking. Nobody noticed it the first one. But the first one we ran against 4, so we didn't even worry about it. You know, it's like we just rushed them anyway. It didn't really matter. Me and Papa basically went down tank alley and basically made them come to us. But then the second one we just stayed with it. It's just. Their team was set up pretty much all armor and a dust. Yeah, I think they had I don't know. I don't remember if it was 3 E4s and 2 E5s or 3 E5s and 2 E4s. I don't remember what. Okay, it's 3 tank destroyers. It was 3 tank destroyers, so it was 3 E5s and 2 E4s, which is a good. Which is a good team. I mean, that's for Himmelsdorf. E5s aren't as heavily armored as some, but they're good for Himmelsdorf. I mean, they have more speed to react, so as soon as our batches were spotted on top of the hill, one E5 was kind of watching that corner and gave the second E5 time to get back. Just supporting. Yeah, and they basically put a tank watching the hill, a tank watching tank alley, and then 3 of them went to the railroad tracks. But since nobody was at the railroad tracks, you know, they just had to come back. That's all they had to do was come back. And, you know, E5s can hold tanks up long enough to do that. I mean, we rushed the E5, but by the time we rushed the first one, the time there was just 2 E5s there, you know, we had to rush them. But it gave them time to get everybody back. And, you know, the storm running in the E100, because, I mean, all he's really got is the E1. And he had the E5, but we didn't even think about that. It's like, you know, run the armor. And the problem is we rushed them before the E100 got back to us. But like I say, we were short of man anyway. Well, the problem was, like I said, the other E5 was Western Tank Red, so he was right there with that. But 2 E5s, you know, and it was just a matter of time before they would get that done, and that's fine. I mean, that's fine. That's what we're going to learn, and we got to start paying attention. We need tactics for both. We're going to start making tactics for encounter and encounter. Yeah. Well, I mean, being run by them, by WCL, I was expecting, I would have expected an encounter anyway. But no, and I'll make you 7-on-7 standard battle is not good unless you're just going to use the small maps.
Music gives life meaning.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maps like Sand River, Steps, but I mean, that's why if they're going to do that, Ghost Town's fine. It's a small, short, quick map. Everybody can react. Mines is fine. They can react. I mean, Himmelsdorf isn't bad because you can react quicker. I mean, it's not huge. But, you know, you're going to want the smaller maps for that. You're not going to want the regular maps that they normally use for a tournament. You don't want to use for, you know, they're set up for, like I say, they're set up for encounters. They're not really set up to do.
I feel the winds from the elemental planes of air lessened.
Yeah.
You have severed the connection. Balance.
And 7-on-7 is just
The Wall
really
Rangers,
designed
you've
for
done a fine
encounter.
job,
It's
but
not
we're
really
a long
designed.
way from stopping the air archons. I need to investigate something disturbing in reports the Zentara
We see a 7-on-7 occasionally,
The
short
cult
matches in
of
regular
element
games.
near the highest point of Windcall Temple. There is an
It's
altar.
not something I like.
It is here the Howling Hatred Cultists worship Yansi Bin, the Prince of Evil Air. Yansi Bin does not.
Let me play something for you.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I'll see it in 9s. I'll see it in 8, 9s, and 10s sometimes because you'll see there's enough on to make a full match and leftovers for a small match. You'll see it occasionally. Yeah. Yeah. That's when you normally see it. You know, that's when you normally see it. It's just occasionally you'll get a 9-10 match. And it's basically because the queue's gone so long and they've already pulled a full match out of it, and yeah, I mean, it's one of those cases. It's probably one of those cases. There was a match going on that had started right before you get into the queues, and they filled up the next queue really quick. Okay, and now it's at the 2-minute mark. Let's not make them wait any longer. But I mean, we did all right for you know, kind of caught flat-footed. Like I said, we were kind of caught flat-footed. And the second game that we faced a team that is one of the more known teams. You know, I see them a lot. I've seen them in tournaments. I mean, I didn't know the team until, of course, in the match. You don't know who they are. You just see the gamer tag, so you don't know who it is. But then once you saw them, you know, once you saw them, you knew they were who they were. It's like, yeah, I know that clan. Yeah, the only team that got a bye was Dirty Joe Kids. Like they really got a bye because the team they had to face in the second round was the Immortals. I mean, I didn't look at the bracket to see who won that game, but you know, who won between them. But I'm gonna guess. Nothing against Dirty Joe. Nothing against his. It's just. But yeah, you might as well have said the bye was like, here's your mercy win. And we killed one of CDSR or CDR or whoever they were. We killed one of them too. Problem is we were down a tank, and by the time we killed him, we'd already lost 2 tanks. So, you know, and I could not pin. Yeah, we went ahead and went with the strategy we'd been practicing, and that's fine. But nobody went up the hill. I mean, like I said, the first game they only had 4, so we basically rushed. Once we realized they had 4, like I say, I went down Tank Alley. The 2 batch hats went down the railroad tracks. I think Pop was with me on Tank Alley, and the other 3 went up the middle. You know, it's like, yeah, where are you going to be at? We don't care. There's only 4 of you, so even if the 2 of us ran into 4 of them, we could hold long enough for the other 5. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it was 3 that went up the middle, and then Pop was one of the ones that went up the middle, and he popped over once I spotted T-57 Heavy and IS-7. He came over and supported me, and the 2 of us held that corner for pretty much till everybody got there. No, Smoke was running his E5. So his E5 and my E4 basically held the, and we were actually on their end of Tank Alley. Almost to the end. They were at the crossroad. They were covering that back corner crossroad with the IS-7 and the other side with the T-57 Heavy. But once the T-57 saw my E4, he basically backed away and kind of said no. I mean, yes, he fired a shot, bounced, fired a shot, hit my track. He's like, okay, I don't think I want to be here anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I did. And then I finally pushed up to the end of the thing. Yeah, the IS-7 put a shot into me. Okay, that's fine. So what? By then, Smoke got there, and we basically, kind of used me. But I mean, we weren't side by side. But he was like 6-7 meters away from me, and he watched the 57 side while I watched the IS-7 side. So who the one pulled out? Somebody was getting popped.
The cult of the howling hatred does not understand. The elemental princes care not for their worship. I suppose if the cultists could be reasoned with, they would not return to the worship of elemental powers in the first place. Speaking of lack,
You don't want to cross me. Finally.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit around 700 or so on a back. Even on bad rolls, I'm gonna hit around 700. So they're. I generally hit for about 800. I usually hit for about 800, and that's fine. I don't. I mean. Yeah. Well, my crew rank is not that high, but but the thing is, I do have the Deadeye perk, so I'm always doing a crit.
Let me play something
Yeah.
for you.
So, I'll take the lower rank with the Deadeye. Eventually I'll get that crew built up even higher. But that crew only had like 3 perks when I finished the T30. Well, 2 perks and Mentor when I finished the T30. And I did not keep it. So I never really worked in that crew. And now that, because I'm running the E4, I have built that crew up to another perk. And I'm constantly running it. Well, right now I'm running my E5 crew and my premium tanks I like to train with. But as soon as I get a perk done on it, I'll put the E4 crew back and let it build up again. Yeah, I like certain tanks for training that I do really well. Even though I have all these American premium tanks, I only really like running my 7. Because it does. Yeah. Yeah. 140. Is that a medium tank? Okay.
Music gives life meaning.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. I haven't gotten to the T54 yet, though I'm close. Of course, I was close to that last big tournament we played in. I just didn't. It's like if you need me to, I can grind it out, but they didn't need me to do the T54 then, so I didn't grind it out. My T44 crew will go into my T54. But since there is 2 10s off that line, I will have to build up a crew for the second 10. Because I can't, you can't move both, and I kind of want to keep a crew in the T54, so.
You have returned.
Be on guard. The war rages. I assume you've seen the hordes of Sladi within Windcall Temple? The Zentarum have discovered they're coming from a place called the Howling
Yeah,
Maw.
and so I'm trying to decide what to
Need
put
you
that
to
crew
go
in.
to this place and destroy
Be-
any portals you find.
I'm
The
trying to
cultists cannot
decide.
get any more support, least of all from Slod.
And that's just it. Other than tournaments, I don't fire premium.
Music gives life meaning.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna move it to a medium tank, though. There's so many medium tanks. Well, it won't go in the one tank, the one that comes out. It won't go in the Object 462 or whatever. Okay, the tournament is complete. I will check the results here in just a second. I'm gonna guess the Immortals won. Let me find out. And they went 3-1 again. So I don't know their clans, but you know they did.
Let me play something for you.
You know, it's the only way you can do it is if you were to change your gamer tag to 8up old goat. But you know, that's I'm never going to change my gamer tag to a clan gamer tag. I mean, hell, people think Jazz is a clan gamer tag, but it's not. I mean, I think it's a clan. It's not. It's just. Yeah, and are you going to spend $10 every time you want to change a clan? You know. And well, I'm going by the old points cards. It was 800 points with $20 was 1,600 point card. So it's always been that. I mean, the first gamer tag you get for free when you first make your account. After that, it's $10 per change. I mean, I actually had a different gamer tag, and somebody actually gave me the $10 to change. No, it was made for somebody else, so it was a female gamer tag. That's the one I had the gold. That's the one I had the gold on. So it's like, okay. And that's where the Emperor came from, is so people would know from the old gamer tag, 'cause the old gamer tag was Empress. So the Emperor just all right, guys, take it easy. Get feeling better. No, so you playing earlier. So how was your playing? wanted to kill all these They do not like the cold. They die really quick to the cold. Right.
Let me play something for you. Music gives life meaning. Let me play something for you.
That's a big drop off the edge. You've destroyed... Have you encountered the Sladi? They are demons from Limbo who live only to kill and destroy. The Howling Hatred Warlocks summon these
The air was the howling hatred cultists seek to become like the air they worship. They try to bend it to their will, summoning elementals of air and binding them into their...
Music gives life meaning. Let me play something for you.
whispers. I've listened to the breezes. The elementals are free and fly the skies once again. They thank you for your help.
The war rages on. Good work. Though the cultists will continue to have the upper hand as long as they control these creatures. Harper of Andriel has an idea of how to handle them. Speak with her to see what she knows.
The cult of Element Marshal Regos would have us slaughter the Slavi to stop the cultists. While I'm not against the idea, I have an additional suggestion. The cultists can control the Slavi through control gems. I don't know how they acquired these gems, but losing...
Let me play something
Alright,
for
let's see
you.
what we got here. Oh, good. Now, rest this. Alright. Gather gems, control gems. Okay. I'm gonna assume those are drops. Yep, those are drops.
life meaning.
Leave me alone.
The cult of element. I almost feel bad for. The Harpers have received word of several cultists receiving a tome detailing the summoning of Sladi. Marshal Ragos has a concern that the cultists have been up to something ever since we closed their limbo portals. Can you recover several of these tomes from the cultists?
You don't want to cross me. The Slotty are creatures from the dimension. I'll cut you if you cross me.
Music gives life meaning. Let me play something for you.
Oh, no, 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 no. Now I can kill who I came here for. Figured I'd help them out since they were with me. I don't want slides, I want... EV4 not dropping. Alright, I need 2 more. One more. Come on.
I have you now!
He didn't drop one. Darn it.
I have you now!
And he didn't drop. Guys, I just need one. All these enchantments are nice. There. That's complete.
gives life meaning.
Nope, my controller batteries are low. That's not a good thing.
Let me play something for you.
Well done. Let's see what the tome details. Ugh. I would have preferred not to see such base imagery. The most I can glean from these tomes.
Well done.
Is the watchword. The war rages on. I'm feeling uneasy about the Slav adventurer. I fear our destruction of their
Alright, we're gonna
portals
take a
was
short
too
break. Time for
easy.
me to eat,
The Zentarum have informed me that
appreciate
there are some
everybody's
scrolls
watching.
that were recently delivered to camp.
and till later.